Ladies and gentlemen, hello and welcome to today's presentation. This is going to perhaps be the most exciting presentation that you have attended over the last few years. And the reason for that is very simple. We have our hands on next generation technology that 5 years from now, people will wish that they were you sitting in this very presentation. So without further ado, I'm going to introduce our speaker for today and our presenter. He is Mr. Shay Shiva, a computer engineer and global IT operations manager for a major ticketing platform in the US. He's also the admin for Matrix BNB, a crypto community platform, and co-founder of multi-gain smart contracts. So without further ado, let me introduce the man of the hour, Mr. Shay Shiva. Take it away.
Thank you, Wayne. Thank you for that introduction. Welcome to the call, everyone. My name is Shay Shiva. I'm the admin for Matrix BNB. In today's session, we'll be talking a little bit about the Matrix BNB platform, why I created it, how it works, and the multi-gain smart contract, which is how we get paid. There's 4 different ways that you get paid with this platform. And we're going to go into a presentation that explains that and how to get started. And then we'll open up for a Q&A. So Matrix BNB is a community building platform. It's where we provide support for our team members, right? We help them with setting up their wallets, getting funded, setting up their marketing system, building their social media campaigns, learning to use the AI tools, right? That's what Matrix BNB is all about, right? And I am the admin for that. The smart contract that we're using, which is how we get paid with this platform, is the multi-gain smart contract, right? It's built on the OpBNB blockchain, and it pays out 60% in direct income, 20% in team income, 10% as a salary, as a monthly salary, and 10% from the auto pool, which benefits the entire community. We're leveraging 2 different types of technologies here with this platform, right? We're tapping into the power of AI, right? Chat GPT and OpenAI, and using all the different AI technologies that we have available to us today to share this opportunity with other people, create content, create videos, create marketing systems, everything that normally most people struggle with learning how to do and learning how to implement that. We're going to teach you with this platform how to implement those technologies, right? And share this opportunity with other people so that you can duplicate and replicate and build a very, very huge community within the multi-gain smart contract, right? This smart contract is built on the OpBNB blockchain, right? So we're using blockchain technology, we're using smart contracts, right? So the first component is AI, and the second component, right, is smart contracts and the blockchain, specifically the OpBNB blockchain, right? We're going to show you how to use those 2 systems, right, to make a lot of money on the internet, just sharing this platform with other people. So what exactly is Matrix BNB? Like I said, it's a community building platform, right? It's a Web3 decentralized application. It uses a combination of Web2 and Web3 technology, right? The smart contract itself uses Web2 and Web3, and the Matrix BNB platform is built on a Web2 platform, meaning that you can use your username and password, right? And you can use the tools and the services and the products that we have, right, using your Web2 login, right? But as far as how you're getting paid through the smart contract is handled entirely Web3, which is secure, safe, transparent, and at the same time private, right? It's running on the OpBNB blockchain, and we'll explain a little bit in the next slide what the OpBNB blockchain is. But our goal here is to help our community members to build and manage their own online business, right? They're to become an internet entrepreneur, right? Live that laptop lifestyle, right? And share this platform anywhere in the world with other people, right? It's a very out of the box solution, right? Done for you. Everything is completely done for you. You don't have to learn anything. Well, you have to learn a few things, right? But everything about how this works is done for you, right? Think of it as a car that's already built, right? And we're going to hand you the keys and you just have to learn how to drive it, right? So what is OpBNB? So OpBNB is a layer two blockchain solution that's built on top of the Binance Smart Chain, right? The multi-gain smart contract is paying out in is paying out in USDT. You need BNB for the transaction fees, right? BNB is the native token on the OpBNB blockchain, so you do need to have some BNB in your wallet. And very soon we will be introducing phase two of the multi-gain smart contract, which will also pay you in BNB, right? So here you'll be earning in with two different tokens, USDT and then also BNB. USDT, also known as Tether, is a stable coin. So if you're familiar with cryptocurrency, you know Bitcoin is number one, Ethereum is number two, USDT is number three, which is the stable coin, and BNB is number four. So we're dealing mainly with the number three and number four tokens in terms of market cap, right? This is an open source white label smart contract. What that means is there's no CEOs, there's no admin, right? There's no company. It's a smart contract that was deployed to the OpBNB blockchain, and anyone anywhere in the world can use their wallet and a Web3 wallet, right? And they can connect to that smart contract and interact with it in real time, right? Sharing it with other people, right? So that's why we say it's open source and it's white label, right? Because it's your smart contract. Once you activate your wallet address and you connect it to the smart contract, it becomes yours, right? And it works exactly the way it was designed to work for you, for me, for Wayne, for every single person. It's working the same way. We don't have the owner, or there's no owner, but the developer doesn't have any advantage over me or you or anyone, right? It's completely decentralized on the OpBNB blockchain. So what is multi-gain, right? So multi-gain is the smart contract. And just to recap, OpBNB is the blockchain, multi-gain is the smart contract, USDT and BNB are the tokens that we actually get paid in, right? So just remember those terms. If this is your first time here, you're going to be hearing that. You're going to be hearing USDT. You're going to be hearing BNB, right? That's the token that we get paid in, right? And you can convert that token using the wallet to any cryptocurrency that you want, right? You can convert it back to Bitcoin. You can use that USDT to purchase any cryptocurrency that's available on the blockchain using decentralized applications, right? So most people that get into cryptocurrency, they hear about exchanges, right? Like Binance, or Coinbase or crypto.com or, some other BitGet, right? Those are exchanges. Your money on the exchange does not belong to you. It belongs to the exchange. The difference here is you're setting up a wallet on your computer or your smartphone. You own the wallet, right? You own the private keys to that wallet, right? And that is your funds. There's no middleman. There's no one that can take those funds away from you. The important thing there is to make sure that you protect your private seed phrase and you don't share that, right? That's your 12 words. You get a wallet address when you set up the wallet for your OpBNB and your USDT. That wallet is public on the blockchain, so you can share that wallet address in order to, send and receive payments, right? Think of that as your crypto bank account, right? To get started with the multi-gain smart contract, it requires at least 25 cents, I'd say, in BNB for the transaction fees and $5 in USDT, right, to activate the first matrix. The second matrix that's coming is not live as yet, right? But that will also start off at $5 in BNB. So you're looking, if you wanted to start off earning both BNB and USDT at the same time, you're looking at a $10 startup cost with this opportunity, right? But you can start for $5 and work your way up through the platform. So in order to interact with a smart contract, you need a Web3 wallet. The wallet that we use and recommend is SafePal, right? You can go to safepal.com. Let me update that here so that you guys can see safepal.com, which will take you to this website, right? And you can download either for Chrome, for Firefox, if you're using the browser version, right? Or you can also, there's also an application, or you can download it on your iPhone or your Android, right? So you download the wallet, get that set up on your computer, right? And then you can go ahead and get started with this platform, right? Once the wallet's downloaded, you need to fund it with BNB and USDT, right? So we have a swap set up on the market hacker system, which I'll explain in a little bit. Or you can get back to the person who invited you. More than likely, they're earning USDT with the platform, right? So they can fund your account. One of the things that we teach you with this platform, right, especially if you're building a big team, is to become the bank, right? To have enough USDT and BNB in your wallet so that you can help your new members get started, right? They can pay you with whatever currency they want to pay you with, whether it's your local currency or you want to meet up with them and collect the cash. Or you want to use Bitcoin or thing, right? You want to make sure that you have enough USDT on hand so that you can help your members get started, right? That's the way. That's a little inside tip on how to sign up people quickly, right? If you have BNB in your wallet, you can send them 25 cents so that they can activate their account while they work on funding their account. And then it's a very simple process to get started. Once your account is set up and your wallet is funded, you're going to get a referral link from the person who invited you to the platform. And you just use that referral link to connect to the smart contract and activate your position in the multi-gain smart contract, right? So if you need to get USDT on the OpBNB blockchain, right, you can use our swap website. The Market Hacker AI website also has the swap built into it. And you can buy BNB from exchanges like Binance or Bitget or crypto.com or Coinbase or even Cash App. And then you can swap that Bitcoin for USDT, right? So it's very easy to get into this platform. The technology that we have available to us today makes this very easy for people. It just depends on where you're located, right? So for some people, getting cryptocurrency is a little bit of a challenge depending on where you are in the world. But once you connect with the person who invited you, I'm sure they'll be able to help you and guide you on how you can get USDT, right? But the swap is there to help you if you need help. So what is the multi-gain smart contract exactly, right? So it's a decentralized application, right? It's referred to as a DApp, right? A decentralized application that runs on the OpBNB blockchain. OpBNB is Binance's third network. They have the original Binance coin, they have the Binance Smart Chain, and they recently introduced about 8 months ago the optimistic rollup for the BNB network, the Binance Smart Chain, right? Which uses the optimistic rollup technology to process transactions, making them super, super fast and super efficient, very low cost, right? And if you've worked smart contracts before, you know that that's a big challenge as the platform grows and as more and more people come on board. The gas fees or the transaction fees to get started tend to go up. And in some cases, it's even more than the cost to get started, right? So when it comes to working smart contracts, if they're not built on the OpBNB blockchain, right, and they're going live, the developers don't know what they're doing, right? Because there's no reason not to be using the fastest and most efficient blockchain. We believe the OpBNB blockchain is going to be the #1 blockchain for smart contracts in the very near future. The challenge there is a lot of applications are already built on Ethereum or the Binance Smart Chain, right? So they have to reprogram those applications to work on the OpBNB blockchain. Well, but we think that that's going to happen very soon as more and more projects come onto the OpBNB blockchain. The way you get paid here is 60% direct income on all your referrals, right? There's 10 levels to this, 10 ranks, right, to this compensation plan on the phase 1 matrix. And then there's going to be 10 levels on the phase 2 portion of the contract, right? So 60%. What that means is for every 2 people that you refer, right, you're making 120%. Refer 4 people, right? What's that? 240% return, right, on your initial costs to get into the platform, right? Think of it as every single person that you refer to this platform is creating a new pay line for you. That pay line could have hundreds of people, thousands of people under it, right? With every single referral, right? That's why we believe this platform is the best thing that's out there, right? Because it has no limits to how much it could grow, and how quickly it could explode on you, right? The 60% direct income is straight to your wallet, right? There's no waiting to be paid. There's no requesting any withdrawals from your back office. Everything goes peer to peer, wallet to wallet. Somebody comes in, they activate their position in the smart contract, and that smart contract instantly sends those payments to your wallet, right? So that's why we like smart contracts, because of the instant pay. And here you also get a monthly salary, right? So 10% of the total volume that you have coming in, right, is distributed in the form of a monthly salary, right? That you'll see a 30-day timer in your back office. And at the end of the 30 days, those funds will be, the smart contract will distribute those funds to you. There is no restrictions though. If you know how to interact with the smart contract, you can withdraw those funds at any time, right? The idea there is to let that accrue so that you can show your team members, right, that as your team grows, right, you're earning a monthly salary, right? There's no other program that has a monthly salary, right? And some months, right, you're getting started, might be your slower month, but your income will grow exponentially as your team grows, right? So your income, your monthly income should exponentially increase with this platform. The other thing that makes this platform very special is the team income, right? You earn 20% on the team income side, right? And that's distributed 5% 4 levels deep below you, right? So your referrals, 4 levels deep, right? You're earning 5% on all of that volume that's being generated, right? Imagine you bring in 5 people, right? They bring in 5 people. That's 25 people that you have under you, right? That you're earning 5%. Those 25 go out and bring in 5 people. Now you have 125 people on your team, right? That's a times 5% of their total volume as they upgrade through 20 levels, 20 different income streams, right? Very, very powerful leverage with this platform. And the 10% auto pool, right? So for every one person that's coming in, 4 people are getting paid in this smart contract, right? So the auto pool is basically there to help everyone, right? To make sure that every single person coming into this platform is earning something, right? Some people will earn more than some, because some upgrades will be bigger than others, right? But it's a very powerful system. It's 100% payout with 4 different ways to earn. The salary is also very unique, right? It pays 20 levels deep. So you're getting 0.5%, 20 levels deep, right? Which could grow exponentially. But just to recap, 4 different ways. It's 100% payout, 60% on the direct income, right? 10 different levels, and we'll go into the 10 levels when we get into the PowerPoint presentation. 20% team income, right? This is your passive side, right? This is what's building under you as your team grows. Same with the salary, right? That's paying 20 levels deep, 0.5%, right? So that can add up to significant income, right? You're generating USDT with this platform, right? As you build your community, as you share the opportunity with other people, right? You're getting 5%, 4 levels deep, a salary plus direct incomes, right? So 4 different ways you're getting paid here. So how do you get started with this platform, right? Well, first, please get back to the person who invited you, right? You're going to go ahead and set up your Web3 wallet. If you're using SafePal, you can install it on your computer or your smartphone if you have an Android or an iPhone, right? Once you have the wallet set up, you're going to go into where it says Manage Coins under your assets, and you're going to enable the USDT token and the BNB token on the OpBNB blockchain, right? It's very easy. You just type in BNB and you'll see all the BNB tokens pop up, and you just choose the one that says OpBNB. Same thing with USDT. You do a search for USDT, you're going to see a list of all the different blockchains that USDT is supported on, and you're going to select the OpBNB blockchain, right? Very easy to activate that. And then once you activate and connect your account, right, it's $5 USDT to upgrade the first level. We recommend people start off with at least 65, and very soon that number will jump to 75, right? So that you activate a position in the BNB matrix also, right? So that if any of your referrals upgrade, right, you get credit for those referrals as they upgrade, right? So you're going to want to upgrade both the BNB and the USDT as you invite and share with other people, right? Because they're more than likely, as soon as they come in, they're going to go ahead and start upgrading, right? So just to recap, what is Matrix BNB? Matrix BNB is a decentralized Web3 application that's powered by a smart contract on the OpBNB blockchain, right? We pay you instantly here, right? There's no middleman, there's no request for withdrawal, right? Your dashboard is only displaying what is happening on the blockchain, right? There's no funds that are stored in your dashboard, right? It's just showing you, hey, you've gotten this much money. This is what's paid out, right? Or if you have a salary, right, it's showing what the salary is going to be once it's paid out through the smart contract. So just make sure that you understand that part. The dashboard is just a website. Everything is done through the smart contract, right? Nothing is stored on the website. Everything is done instantly peer-to-peer with this platform, right? And it's a very great way to create instant income, right? Your results with this platform are not dependent on anyone else besides yourself, right? How quickly your team grows, that's entirely up to you and the leadership skills that you bring, and how quickly you can get your team members to understand how the platform works, understand how to duplicate, right? And how to share it with other people. So next steps, right? Please get back to the person who invited you. They will be helping you get started. They're already active in the smart contract. They have a referral link and they're going to share that with you. They're going to show you how to set up the wallet, right? Make sure you don't share your private keys, right? Keep your seed phrase, which is the 12 words when you set up your account. You can use that seed phrase to set up the wallet on your computer and your smartphone, right? You can have it in multiple places, right? So when you're mobile, you could be using it on your phone, or if you're like me, when you're at your computer, you're using your computer. And then once you have that set up and your wallet's funded, you activate it in the smart contract, and then you'll get an invite to either our Telegram group or WhatsApp group and our Matrix BNB platform, right? The Matrix BNB platform is free. There's no cost to join. It's just there to support you and help you and provide access to the tools and training and explain how to access our products and things like that, right? And then once you have your account set up and you have your referral link, you can just invite people to these calls. We'll do the presentation and then send them back to you. Or you can share our YouTube channel, one of the videos, right? But the quicker you learn how to onboard people, right, to the smart contract by helping them set up their wallet, get funded, right? And then connecting it with your referral link. That's how quickly you're going to be able to bring people into this platform. So I'm going to switch over to a real high level PowerPoint presentation or PDF here. Make sure you have this. Make sure the person who shared or invited you has shared this PDF with you, right? This is what we use to just give people a quick overview of the platform, right? So we're using OpBNB, right? This is a decentralized application, right? The smart contract is a decentralized application that's built on the blockchain, right? So it's fully transparent. Everyone can see all the transactions on the blockchain. The code is immutable. What that means is that it can't be changed. It can't be altered, right? So no one can delete your wallet address. No one can change your wallet address, right? Or redirect funds, right? It's hard coded into the smart contract in a ledger format, right? So basically, every transaction that's coming into the smart contract is registering as a new block, right? A new entry into the smart contract. So once your account is activated, it's permanently coded to the smart contract and to the blockchain, to the OpBNB blockchain, right? It's set up to that you don't have to do anything, even if you stop working, right? And let's say you have 100 people under you, you're still going to get paid, right? You can't turn off those payments. You can delete the wallet, right? But you can't. If you go to the blockchain, you'll see that those payments are still going straight to your wallet address, right? So very, very powerful system, built to last, right? It's indestructible, right? The multi-gain is the name of the smart contract, right? Which is a decentralized open source smart contract that runs on the Binance OpBNB blockchain, right? Our goal and our mission, right, is to help millions of people become independent through the power of cryptocurrency, right? We want to show you a different way. Many of us have lost a lot of money to scams and things on the internet, right? We want to show you a better way, right, to earn cryptocurrency just by sharing the platform with other people, right? Just having a smart contract that you own, you control, right? There's no one else that can determine or decide how quickly that smart contract works for you, right? You're in full control. It's your business. What you do with it is entirely up to you, but no one can take it away or change it or alter it, right? Once you activate your wallet address. Again, we're using Tether, which is USDT, right? Tether is USDT. It's been around for over 10 years, right? And there's over 350 million users that utilize the USDT token, right? So it's not a new token. It's just new to the OpBNB blockchain, right? Relatively new. Again, there's 4 ways that you get compensated here, or 4 ways that we get paid. We get direct income. Direct income is your direct referrals, right? The people that you share this platform with that register, activate level 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, all the way up to 10, right? 60%, 10% in the auto pool, 10% in the salary, right? That's paid 20 levels deep. And then the team income is 20% that's paid on the first 4 levels, right? So you get 5% on the first level, 5% on the second, 5% on the third, and 5% on the fourth, right? But the direct income is what we like because this allows you to get in the profit very, very quickly. And it allows you to earn back the upgrade costs, right? With just 2 people, right? So as you build your team, you just need 2 leaders who are duplicating with you, and you're not coming out of pocket, right? And this platform scales all the way from $5 all the way up to $100,000, right? So you have 10 different income streams just in the first matrix, and then another 10 income streams on the second matrix. One pays out in BNB and the other one pays out in USDT. Right? So 60%, 10% auto pool. Like I said, with the auto pool, this slide here needs to be updated, but it's 10% that's distributed in the auto pool, right? And it's distributed to 4 people, right? So every payment that's coming in, right, 4 addresses based on the last address, right? So the system has an algorithm, right, that's calculating based on the last person that joined, right? It's using that address, right, to find 4 random addresses in the smart contract that have not earned and making sure that they get compensated, right? So this is a way to make sure that we're giving back to every single person that's coming into this platform. You won't lose money here, right? You may not earn a lot if you don't do anything, right? Because it's not meant to be passive, right? There's no spillover, or this is not an ROI opportunity, right? Where you put money or you're investing. This is not an investment, right? I know it says investment there, but it's a one-time out of pocket, right? Payment to activate your position in the smart contract, right? The salary pays out 20 levels below you, right? And it's 0.5% on each level, right? So you could have unlimited people on your first level, and who knows how many people you'll have on your 10, 15, 20th level, right? This is meant for growth. It's meant for frequency of transactions, right? And also some very high ticket transactions, right, that are going to come through this platform. And if you do the math, it's mind-boggling how quickly this could potentially explode. Just as an example, right here, right, let's say you had 500 people, right, and you did about 12,500 in upgrades between those 500 people, right, which is not much, right? You could easily make a $1,250 salary here, right? Again, this is just as an illustration or as an example. It doesn't mean if you have 1,000 people, you're going to be earning $2,500, right? It means that if you have 1,000 people and they spend up to $25,000 in upgrades, whatever they spend, right? You're going to be earning 10% regardless of what that transaction is, right? On every transaction, right? You're going to be earning a 10% off of the salary. The team income, again, is your directs are your first level, right? So this yellow here are your directs, right? Now, once your directs go out and start to build their team, right? Those are your second level. And then your third level, your fourth level, right? So you're going to get 5% on each of those people as they upgrade and share the platform with other people, right? And again, there's no limits. There's no, you can build as many wide as you want. You can build as, obviously how deep you go is going to depend on how quickly your team is duplicating. But we really believe that this platform will go viral very, very quickly once people find out about it, right? Because there's nothing that can compete with this at the moment. So we have the Millionaire Matrix, which is the first matrix. The BNB AI Virtual Matrix is coming next, right? But the Millionaire Matrix has 10 levels. They start off at $5, 15, 45, 135, and 405. Those are our foundation levels, right? This is what introduces you to the platform, teaches you about cryptocurrency, teaches you how to use the wallet, right? Teaches you how to swap, right? That's what you're going to be learning and getting familiar with, right? On those first four or five levels, right? Our VIP levels, right, are start off as entrepreneur at 12.15, right? This is where you get access to our white label platform and all of our advanced AI tools, right? There's going to be a lot of value packed into each of these levels, right? So when people ask you what's the product, right? It's not a physical product, right? But there's a lot of value packed into each of these levels, right? In the form of digital products, right? We're on the internet, right? There's no physical products on the internet, right? So that should be an easy one for you to answer for people, right? No one's ever gotten an apple from their screen, right? Or an orange, right? There's no physical products, right? This is a digital, virtual, blockchain, Web3, internet, cryptocurrency, right? Those are all digital assets, right? Your wallet is an asset, right? Your USDT is an asset. Your BNB is an asset, right? So what we're teaching you here is how to acquire assets, digital assets on the blockchain. And using smart contract technology, right, you can share it and you can multiply it, right, using the referral marketing concept of network marketing, right? That everyone here should understand that concept, right? You make money by sharing, right? That's where we're all looking for something that we can share that works. This works, right? You should have no hesitation with sharing this platform with other people, right? Because it starts off 100% scam free. There's no way to fail here. You do the work, you get paid, right? There's no one that can say, "Oh, I didn't get paid. I referred 10 people and I didn't get paid. The admin ran away with the money. There was a rug pull," right? There's none of that here, right? You are guaranteed to get paid as you share this platform with other people and as they upgrade, right? Because it's running on a smart contract. And you can go to the smart contract and you can verify that information and you can see. So lots of future projects coming with this platform. We're building an entire ecosystem within the Matrix BNB platform and the multi-game smart contract, right? It's a complete ecosystem. It's going to have many different components and facets to it, right? But obviously we're starting off with the smart contract, with the community, with the tools, the AI tools. You're going to get access to a wallet very soon, right? You can use your SafePal wallet, or you can integrate the new wallet, right? We'll have our token eventually coming. And that token will be a utility token that allow you to interact with different the different components of the ecosystem, right? Which, could potentially be NFTs or airdrops or different things that we're doing, right? We are going to integrate with the TON blockchain, right? And utilize the Telegram interface, right? We'll utilize that application, build on top of it. So lots of future projects coming. This smart contract was audited by Solidity Scan and Certec. It did receive a very high score. And then once we are complete with phase 2, we will go ahead and complete the full decentralization of the project, which is transferring it to a null address. Right, so we are at 3:45 right now. So this is the Matrix BNB platform. Let's go in here. I'll show you that a little bit. Right, so you can come in here once you have your account set up and you can create an account on Matrix BNB, right? Everything you need to build your community is on this platform, right? We have a lot of tools already integrated. You can access the smart contract if you need to look up any transactions, or if you need to verify or learn about, the SafePal wallet, right? You can connect here. And this is our virtual AI matrix that's coming next. So let me log into the platform and I will touch on that a little bit. All right, so here we're going to the matrix, the multi-game section of the website, and then we'll go to the presentation here. All right. So there's this is connected to our YouTube channel, right? So your team can come in here and they can connect to our YouTube channel. They can watch all the videos as they come out, right? But you can also access the PowerPoint or the PDF presentation. So let's talk about the virtual AI matrix, right? That is new. That is coming next. We've already paid out close to, I think the last check was almost close to $13,000 so far. This is our third week that we've launched a smart contract, right? It's on the OpBNB blockchain, right? So the new matrix, which is going to pay out in BNB, right, is going to be a little different than the original matrix, right? And what we wanted to do here was for those people who are looking for something a little bit more passive, is to build something that kind of does that for you, right? And it uses a very unique team distribution, right? Of virtual and real people, right? So what it's going to do is it's going to build a virtual downline under you, right? Using the signups that are coming in from the community, right? It's going to use a portion of those transactions to build a virtual team for every single person that's coming in, right? So it's pretty much guaranteed that you can't fail with the second matrix. But you do have to have a position in the first matrix, right? And we recommend that you upgrade to as many levels as you can. Once this goes live at 1,000 members, we will put out an update on how we will roll that out, and you'll have 24 hours to go ahead and activate that before your team. But you're going to want to stay connected with your team, right? And make sure that they're not upgrading before you. So make sure you invite them to these calls so that they're getting the latest update. We'll try to keep the calls recorded so that you can share it if they can't make it. But it's very important as we roll that second matrix out, right? That you are connected and paying attention to what's going on. You activate your account, and you are ready for the the mass explosion that's coming. So it's going to be 40% direct income, right? The millionaire matrix is 60%, right? So 40% here, right? 40% goes directly to you, 25% goes to your real team, and then the virtual team, 25% goes to the virtual team. Right. So again, we'll do some videos that kind of explain this a little better. But the concept here is that for people who are having trouble building a team or recruiting, right, the system is going to build it for you, right, using AI technology. And as people come into the platform and upgrade, right, we're going to build and make sure that this is a balanced structure, right, that benefits every single person that's coming into the platform. Right. So everybody is going to earn here with this matrix. And obviously people are going to be making so much money on the front end, right, that we know more and more people are going to share this platform with other people, and it's going to explode and have that kind of viral explanation. But you can download the PDF here. You can come in and download it, go through it. We'll have more information about this as we roll it out, right? There's also a 10% royalty distribution, which is going to go to the leaders, right? It's not a manual distribution. It's just based on the number of people that you're bringing into the platform, right? So as you share this with more and more people, this could grow exponentially, right? Because now everybody's going to have a virtual team working for you. We made this very affordable, right? It's $5 and each level doubles, right? So $10, 20, 40, 80, right? And you have the first five levels activated, and you're earning USDT. Then it goes all the way from 160 up to 1280 and then 2590 at the 10th level, right? This is a one-time activation, right? So you don't have, this is not a smart contract where you need to create multiple positions in order to earn, right? There's no benefit to doing that, right? You want to make sure that you have one position and you're putting as many people as you can directly below you, and then just teaching them how to duplicate. That's the only thing that's required here. People will upgrade when they're ready. Once their account's in profit, right? They're going to go ahead and upgrade. We recommend you start off, I'm personally going to start off with the first five levels here, and then go from there, right? I'll make sure I have the first five because my team, right? I know they're going to come in and they're going to start upgrading. So I want to make sure that I position myself here, right? So that I am upgraded. So I'm not missing any of those payments from any of my team members, right? So same thing, right? As phase one, lots of other things coming, lots of other future projects coming. So that is the Matrix BNB platform, the multi-gain smart contract. I will go into our market hacker system for a few minutes, and then we can open up for questions. So this is our marketing system. It's called the Market Hacker AI, right? Everyone that comes into the platform has access to this. However, the sales funnel is not available. There is a monthly cost associated with this, right? So the sales funnel portion of this, everyone does not get access to. Right. We haven't even decided yet but basically the leaders are getting access to that portion, right? So if you step up and you're on level 4 or level 5, we'll more than likely go ahead and activate the sales funnel. But this takes you into what's called a VSL, right? It's a video sales letter VSL, right? So everything that you need to explain the platform, share the platform with other people, right? There's a video here that gives them a quick overview.
Matrix BNB's multi-gains,
right? There's steps to get started, right? So once they come in and they click on this page, it'll take them to your referral link, right? And they can register and get started, right? So you're pretty much, once you bring someone in and they set up their wallet, they fund it with USDT and OpBNB, they can register, they can come here and click on this link, right? And if you're using SafePal, you want to make sure you open this link, right, with your referral link here, right? So if your referral link is, let's say, I think Manny was 154. If you go and you put in that link, right, it'll take you here, and then you can go ahead and click, and it'll take them to the referral link, right? The latest YouTube presentation will be here, right? So you can share that. It'll walk.
My name is Wayne.
Right, it'll walk them through that.
Networks like Facebook and
right? If you need to schedule a callback, if you need help getting started, if you're having issues accessing your wallet, right, or logging into your dashboard, you can come here and schedule a callback with me, right? I do this for all my team members, and pretty much everyone here on this call is somewhere on my team or my uplines team, right? So we're all one big team. We're all helping and supporting each other, right? So you can schedule a callback, and we will call you back and help you get started or answer your questions or do a Zoom and help you get started, right? So, but everything you need to bring someone into the platform is on this page. It shows them how to set up the SafePal, right? It shows them how to swap their cryptocurrency if they need to swap for, let's say, Bitcoin and get some USDT, right? They can come in right here and they can use the swap and they can get USDT, right? It's built right into your page. There's a video here that explains how to register using SafePal, right? So you can watch that. It's a short 2-3 minute video that walks you through the sign up process, right? So you can watch that and learn how to set up and onboard people. We have the different ranks broken down here, right? So there's 10 ranks, right? Bronze, silver, gold, platinum, and diamond, right? Those are the first 5. The $5, you earn $3. On the silver, you earn $9. On the gold, you earn 27. So if you're starting everybody off at the gold level, right, that's $65 in USDT, right? You're making about $39 on every single referral that you're bringing into the platform, right? A few of those and you're ready to upgrade to the next level, right? You want to get these out of the way as quickly as possible because you don't want to lose any of your members below you upgrading, right? You want to make sure that you capture your team members and make sure that they're upgrading. And as far as strategy, right, stay closely connected to the person who is inviting you to this platform. This is one of those platforms where you can earn $100 to $500 a day with this platform, right? If you're working with the right team, and you're focused on, once we have members getting up to, right, the entrepreneur and the DeFi boss level, you're not going to want to go after $5 people anymore, right? It takes the same amount of work to bring somebody in for $405 as it does to bring them in for $5. I know you might not believe me, but it is true, right? And if you're looking for people who are coming in at this level, you're going to find them. If you're looking for $5 people, you're going to find $5 people, right? To share this with, right? But if you target and you're looking for people to come in at the diamond level, right, all the way up, upgrade all the way up to the diamond level, you will find those people, right? People have money, they're looking for something that works, right? And once they wrap their head around this and they see how much money they can make with this platform, something that they own control and nobody is, they don't have to depend on a company or a CEO or a platform, right? This is not a platform. This is blockchain technology, right? That you're connecting your wallet and directly to, right? So it's pretty much your smart contract, right? So the higher levels, entrepreneur, DeFi boss, right? Those are where we really get into the nuts and bolts of cryptocurrency, right? Cryptocurrency trading, acquiring assets, right? Using the AI platform, right, to provide AI services to different people, right? This is where we show you how to scale your business and bring in a new income stream from the AI technology, right? You have access to resell that all the services, right? There's over, I think we're up to like about 250 different AI tools that you get access to, right? That you can resell those services, right, to different people depending on what industry they're in, right? And everyone will find their own niche, right? We're not telling you any specific niche, right? But we even have leads right now that are being generated that we don't have enough people to follow up with, right? To help those people. Those people are looking for, these are big established companies, established businesses, right, that are looking to outsource their social marketing, right? And you have the AI technology. You can hire a virtual assistant, right, and have them manage that for you, right? You're also going to have the AI that's doing 90% of the work for you, right? You just have to tell it what to do, right? That's where you come in, right? And then once you get up to the global ambassador, right, now you're getting paid 65, 61 on all your referrals. Now, keep in mind that these are people who are doing exactly what you're doing, right? They're coming through the system, they're sharing the platform, they're upgrading, right? And they're moving through the ranks, right? Trying to get to that emperor level as quickly as possible. But, if it takes you 6 months, a year to get up to be a global ambassador, right? That's an amazing income, right? Even if you're getting one sign up per month coming in as a global ambassador, right? Imagine the income that you could be generating, right? So obviously this is a high ticket platform. It's designed to scale to 100,000 in 10 steps, basically, right? 10 different ranks, right? With just 2 people following you, right? Very low numbers. You can do some incredible income here, and you can build solid partnerships, right? Solid relationships with the people that you're working with, right? Imagine, right, the person that you're working with that invited this platform with you, and you're both at the DeFi boss level, or you're both at the entrepreneur level, right? Now you're working together, right, to bring in other entrepreneurs to the platform, right? Now you're collecting a $729 commission on each of those, right? 10 of those, right? And you're making $7,000, right? You can do that in a month. Some people will do it in a week. Some people will do it in a day, right? Some people can push a button and get 100 to 1,000 people to join them, right? Imagine if you're one of those people, right? How quickly you can generate money with this platform. It's built for speed, right? And everything you need is on the market hacker system, right? I've been at this system now for 3 years, right? So everything that you need, I bring that experience, right? And you guys can tap into that experience. I'm not charging you anything for it because I'm being compensated for you being on my team, right? So it doesn't take anything for me to share this knowledge with everyone that's coming in, right? Because I want you guys to duplicate and to grow as quickly as I am, right, with this platform. Let me show you the dashboard. Sorry, my connection is a little slow today. Probably have too many things open. Right, so this is just a demo account that I have set up to kind of show you what the dashboard looks like, right? Up here, you can get your referral link. You can copy your referral link. You can get, you can check on you'll notice that there's a 30-day counter, right? Mine will expire in 30 days, right? Obviously, I'm not promoting this account. This account is just for our demo presentations, but you can withdraw your funds from your salary. The new matrix, the PDF is here, so you can download it and review that, right? You can see that this account has made more money. It's only got one referral, right? And that was probably another test account, but it's made more than it cost, right? So it's not, at a loss, right? And it's not doing anything. I'm not doing anything with it, right? So you can come down here to the bottom, right? This will show you the different levels you have activated. If you see a solid green, that means that level is activated. We currently have we just crossed over 900 members on the platform and paid out over $13,000 instantly, direct peer-to-peer with this platform. So still new, still brand new, now getting started, right? You can track all the transactions here, and then if you click on this link here, it'll take you directly to the smart contract address on the OpBNB blockchain. Then you can use the block explorer to see how all the transactions are coming in and what's going on. So I will go ahead and stop the presentation there. And then we'll go ahead and open it up for questions. So let me stop the recording.
Okay, Shay. So I have a quick question for the people who might be watching this later on YouTube. And the first thing, they may not understand smart contracts. They understand the normal contracts. Maybe I don't know, you open in a bank account. There's a contract that you sign. You're buying a car. You have to sign a contract. So I know that we're in the infrastructure phase of this, meaning we're building the road, as an example, for an analogy. I remember years ago, I said to a friend of mine, one day cars are going to have GPSs in them. And at that time, it sounds like a far-fetched idea, but I thought it would be practical. And of course, years later, we do have GPS in cars. The problem was that the military was in control of that, and there was no way to profit from it, from the idea. But now that we have this smart contract, we are literally in the front line of next level technology that we're able to monetize. So my question is, we're building the road, but let's look at one of the potential cars driving on that road. So let's take, for example, something that's common to all of us, a rental agreement. Maybe we have a mortgage, or perhaps we pay rent. Could you foresee and explain that, on our system that we're creating here, because we're definitely creating some of these things, that our rental agreement, maybe I'm renting from somebody in our chat. So let's say I'm renting from Angel or Chrissy, and the agreement should look something like this. Hey, I've got some Bitcoin, okay, and instead of the monthly rent, and let's use Toronto, for example, average rent in Toronto for a decent condominium is $3,000. So if I were to put aside $6,000, which is like first and last month's rent, into a smart contract using perhaps Bitcoin, and then having money deposited into my account so that every month, 1 second after midnight, that money is transferred to one of our members' wallets, for example. Can you kind of explain how something like that can work for in that instance, for
Yes.
example?
Yes. Can you see my screen?
Yes, I can.
Okay, so this is the idea behind Matrix BNB, right? So the blockchain is where we're operating, right? In order to operate on any specific blockchain, right, a token is required, right? That's processing those transactions, right? A default native utility token, right? So our entire idea here, right, is to build on the OpBNB blockchain to build different smart contracts that have different functions, right? So as the ecosystem develops, right, we will be introducing different products and services, right? Based on what the community wants, right? It's a community-driven platform. So as the community grows and as the community develops, right, we're going to be constantly checking in for feedback in terms of what we want to see on this platform, because we have a solid foundation with the blockchain. In terms of transaction fees, right? We have the lowest transaction fees. We have the fastest transactions, right? So we have a solid foundation, and we're going to implement and build different smart contracts, different applications that do different things, right? So that's why, you see the two levels, you see the two different matrices that are coming. But smart contracts and the blockchain is going to revolutionize pretty much every single industry that's out there. Combine that with the power of the AI. Once you learn how to utilize that AI technology, you can build and automate and create some amazing things on the internet. And that's what we're all about, is just educating our members on how to do that, right? So for you, Wayne, right, the ideas that you have in your head, right? How do you transfer that to the blockchain and implement it and have a smart contract executing exactly what you want, right? Whether it's car sharing, or rebates, or any industry, right? Real estate, stocks, right? Having everything in a private trust, right? Having maybe assets backed by gold or silver, right? Real tangible assets, right? You're learning how to combine the digital world with the physical world, right? Access to different car programs, right? As you scale up, right? So that you're not your smart contract is paying for your car payment every month, right? You can write a smart contract. Hey, at the end of the month, send them, call them up. Well, you call them up and say, hey, can I pay you in Bitcoin? Right? What if I sent you my car payment every the first of every month? Would you have a problem with that, right? Can you give me a wallet address that I can do that? And you can build a smart contract, right, at the push of a button, right? And that smart contract would use your wallet address, right? You just need to have the funds sitting in your address, right, or sitting in your wallet, and the smart contract will execute that transaction, and every month make your car payment for you, right? Every month make your mortgage payment for you, right? It can be used as an escrow, right? So smart contracts are going to revolutionize the way we do business, right? The problem is that knowledge is kind of only a few people have that ability, right, on how to create smart contracts, right? And how to deploy them and how to make them secure, right? That's what we aim to be. Is we aim to be a smart contract factory for our community, right? And we build different things that the community wants to have. So yes, that is something that I definitely envision us doing in the future as we roll out this platform, right? And your AI is going to be managing a lot and helping you with that, right? It's gonna help you develop that idea, right? As you interact with it, right? You're going to be able to communicate with your AI virtual agent, right? And build whatever you want, right? And then when it's time to deploy that to the blockchain, right? That's when you're gonna maybe need a developer to help you to make sure it's secure, right? To make sure it's deployed successfully and working successfully and things like that, right? So that's what we plan to do with our overall vision, right? Is to provide you guys with this technology so that all your great ideas, right? We can make them happen on this platform.
Fantastic. I believe Novelin has a question. If you would unmute and you can ask the question, Novelin.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, we can.
Yes, go ahead.
Yeah. Okay, great. Thank you. Thank you, guys. So I just I understand the sort of the blockchain smart contract side of things because I've had exposure to that before. So that's all clear. I guess I'm just a little bit confused about like the end goal, or it's not just the end goal, but just like the process. There's just a couple of things. So let me just start, I guess, from the beginning and say, so when someone registers or signs up, we've got the 10 levels that you mentioned, Shay, and then you also mentioned that there's something else that's going to be coming along in the next few weeks that is also going to have 10 levels. So you'll be paying for 10 levels on two different
Correct.
platforms. Is that
Yes.
correct?
Yes, there's two
Okay.
different tokens, right? So the way to think of it is there's two different smart contracts, one that pays in USDT, and
Yeah.
one that pays in BNB, and they're independent of each other, right? But they're still tied to you and your team, right? And your referrals, right? So that as those people upgrade, they get credit for their referrals. But yes, there are going to be a total of 20 levels within this smart contract, 10 that pay in USDT, and then 10 that pay in BNB.
In BNB. Okay. And then do you have to upgrade simultaneously? So if you go up one, you go up the other one. So it has to
No,
be like a tandem? No.
no. You can
No.
come in at $5 on the USDT and then upgrade all the way up on the BNB if that's what you want, right? Because obviously that matrix is a lot less. So you can use that as a strategy. Obviously, the best strategy is to make sure that you stay ahead of the people who you're referring to the platform, right? We don't want to see people leave money on the table with this platform, right? So it's a one-time out of pocket to upgrade each level. So the only thing that we ask you to do there is to check with your upline, right? The person who invited you, right? Because some people get very excited. They sign up for $5. They don't even know how it works, right? They can't even log into their dashboard, and they send their link out to their list, right? And their list has 1,000 people. And then next thing you know, they come back and all, 10% of those people signed up,
Yeah.
right? So you don't want to be in that position. This is a tremendous opportunity, and know that when you share it with people, they're going to want more information, and they're more than likely going to get started, right? So it just depends on you and what you can afford, and I started off with the first three levels, and since then I haven't come out of pocket.
Okay. And then do you have to go one step at a time, or can you go straight up
Yes,
to
you do have to go one step at a
you
time.
have to go one, pay each one at a time? Okay, fine.
Right.
Great. Okay, I got that. So then please could you explain maybe I think I'm just tired. It's been a long week.
It's okay.
But
It's okay. It's a long week.
I just need to understand like the end goal, right? So right now our business is inviting people into the matrix, I guess. Um and that's what we're being paid for. So once all of these millions of people are on there, then what? Like what's the end goal?
Well, as you go through the different levels, right? You're getting introduced to different services and different features on the platform, right? So the key is to, some people just focus on the money part of it, right? That's not what we want people to focus on. Of course, everyone's here to make money, right? So we're not telling you that, don't focus on that, right? But the key here is the education that you're getting, right? The knowledge on how to set up a Web3 wallet, right? How to interact with smart contracts on the OpBNB blockchain, right? How to swap the different cryptocurrencies, how to use the USDT token to acquire other digital assets in the crypto space, right? So those are all things that we're not going to tell you, hey, go buy Bitcoin, right? However, if you're sitting on Bitcoin, or I'm sorry, if you're sitting on, let's say, $5,000 worth of USDT, and Bitcoin all of a sudden crashes to, I don't know what, during COVID, it crashed to $3,500, right? Imagine if you had $5,000 sitting in USDT that you could have converted to Bitcoin, right? It's $65,000 right now, right? So there's a lot of opportunities in the crypto space. Our job is just to educate you and show you how to tap into those opportunities as they present themselves, and as you learn how to interact with the AI and the smart contract technology, and then different assets on the thing, right? But we don't tell you any specific assets to acquire, right? So the end goal, right, is for you to build a successful business with this platform, where you have multiple leaders who you're managing, right? Who are at different ranks moving through the platform, right? So you have a bunch of bronze members, right? At the $5 levels when you first start off, right? Then you have a bunch of, let's say, gold members, right? Then you have a bunch of platinum members, right? Then you have a bunch of entrepreneurs, right? Then as you get up to the ambassador and the real estate, now you're working on real estate projects, right? With different members within the platform, within our community, who are already at those levels, right? We're helping each other. We're working on different projects together, right? Maybe you're interested in I don't know, investing, or maybe you're interested in real estate, or maybe you're interested in writing a book, right? Or maybe you're interested in doing marketing for other companies, right? There's many ways that you can monetize with this platform. Our job is just to kind of educate you and show you, teach you the basics. And we're pretty sure that everybody is going to find their way with this platform, right? Because we're focused more on education and training, not necessarily selling we're not selling anything, right? This is not, you're not buying anything, right? You're educating yourself on how smart contracts work, and you're getting yourself, right, instead of paying $40,000, $50,000 for somebody to go build you your own smart contract, right? You're getting yours here for $5, right? Think of it as a money tree, right? That just prints money, right? The leaves are all money, right? You pay $5 for it one time, and you can sell each leaf for $5. And every time you sell a leaf, right, you make $3. Right, the other $2 goes to your team income, and it goes to the auto pool, and it goes to salary, right? But 60% of each of those leaves that you sell, right, you're making 60%, right? So it's in every business, right? You're selling a product or service, right? I don't care what business you're in. That's the definition of business, right? You're selling a product and service, right? Your value is coming from the people, right? There's not a single business out there that doesn't require people in order to work, right? So that's the commodity, right? That's the asset that you're investing, and you're building other people, right? You're working with other leaders, and you're building them, right? And that's where the leaders are going to separate themselves, right? Is how many leaders they're able to create to share this opportunity with other people, right? Because you can sell a lot of things, right? There's a lot of opportunities out there with different things that you can sell, right? What I don't like personally is that there's usually a CEO or an admin behind that platform, and sooner or later, if he's holding on to the funds, greed is going to kick in, and time after time, they'll run away with the money. I guess it's just a human flaw, right? So I don't trust people so much, right? But I trust the blockchain, right? I trust that the code on the blockchain is going to work the same way over and over and over again. So that gives me confidence in building something that I know will last, right? That no one can destroy, right? So that's why we believe in this business model, right? Is because it's built on the blockchain, it's built using smart contracts, right? And you're sharing the opportunity like every network marketing opportunity out there, right? We make money the same way. You earn by sharing, right? That's how you make money here. And of course, as you learn, right, the money that you're making, now you can do different things with that, right? You can create and acquire different assets with that. So that's the big long-term picture, right? Is there's much more to the knowledge that you're gaining here, right? But you got to start somewhere, right? You got to get the basics down, right? You got to build a community first, right? Without the community, this doesn't go anywhere, right? If no one shows up here to these calls, right, we're not going anywhere.
Okay. And then for you then as the founder, I guess, and whoever else you're working with, like to build all of this. So what's in it for you guys in terms of like how are you being compensated for everything that you've done and are doing? Like how do you get paid?
I get paid exactly the way you get paid. I am a member just like you in the smart contract. My ID is number 126. So I wasn't even the first person to get in. I just got early access. And I already had a team of 6,000 members when I came into this platform. So for me, I already built my community, and I was able to identify the leaders, right, and work with the leaders, right? So that's the advantage that I have, is that I only work with leaders and people who I know can bring in a lot of people, right? And my job here is just to support you guys and provide. My background is technology. I I'm blown away by the technology that we have access to, and I don't feel that people are tapping into that technology. So that's what's in it for me. I get to show you how to tap into that technology, right? I show you all the cool things that you can do with smart contracts, right? All the cool things that you can do on the Matrix BNB platform with Web3 and with AI, right? And how to automate those different technologies and kind of get them to work together, right? So that's what's in it for me. Cloning myself, I guess, right? Is I know if I can build a team of, let's say, 100 leaders within the next 6 months, I can go do whatever it is that I want. I can go be a global ambassador, right? And go open up schools and go back to my country and, do some work there, right? Some meaning. I don't believe we should be working for money, right? Stuck in a cubicle, 9 to 5, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m., right? I don't believe I've done it for since I was 21, right? But I don't believe in that model. I believe that we have to create leverage. We have to create systems, right, that make money for us while we're sleeping, right? And that's where smart contracts and the blockchain makes things very, very attractive because you only have to build it once, right? And no one can take it away from you, right? That's not to say all smart contracts are alike, right? But it took me a very long time. I didn't launch this one. I'm not the developer behind this smart contract, but I did launch my own smart contract, and I know the challenges and how difficult it is to launch your own smart contract and build your own smart contract and get it working. Thankfully, we have an amazing developer with this platform, so I'm able to share my ideas with him, and we work and build and create, amazing things for the community, right? But we are community driven, community focused. And this is not your traditional business or opportunity. It's very, very unique, right? So it's hard to compare it to anything that's out there. But that's our overall mission and goal, is just to educate people on AI, educate people on cryptocurrency, smart contracts, the blockchain, and show them all the different ways. There's multiple different ways that you can monetize this platform. We're just showing you, one, which is, share the platform with other people. Let us educate them.
Yeah, okay. And then, so say for example, so my mum is like, 75 or 74, right? So say for example, she decided that she wanted, a bit of income for herself. And she introduced some friends or whatever, and that little sort of stream of people were trickling in. But she wasn't interested in like all the AI and all of this other stuff. It's too complex. It's just too much. It's easy to just talk to people and let them know, and then is can someone just do that and do nothing else?
Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. We want, I work with different people, different types of people, right? Some of them are more technical than others. Some of them are just interested in, hey, I'm looking to earn some extra income. This is something that I can do, from my computer, my smartphone, right? I can send people a video, and then if they're interested, right, I can send them my link and they can get started. I don't really care about the AI and all the other stuff that you're doing. And that's perfectly okay, right? What we're doing is providing with the Matrix BNB platform, is we're providing a home for you to come back to, right? Because when you connect to the smart contract, no one knows who anyone is, right? You can build a team. Like I have 6,000 members in the first smart contract that we're doing, and I have no idea who they are, right? Because it's just a wallet address, right? So Matrix BNB is a way for us to build a community, right? To focus more on the community, right? We can still remain private and anonymous and secure, right? Because we're getting paid from the smart contract, right? But we can still do the other things that we need to do and we have to do in order to build a team and a community, right? Which is communication, right? Transparency, right? Providing support, guidance, right? So not just signing people up for something and then they don't know what they signed up for or have any idea how to log in to the back office and things like that, right? So that's what Matrix BNB is all about. It's just, building the community. But yes, to answer your question with your mom, right, or anyone else, right, they can learn as much as they want, right? The basics is basically get your referral link.
Mhm.
right?
And then is there a flip side to that? Like, so somebody doesn't want to do the talking to people and doesn't want to do that, but if they don't want to do that side, is there a way that they can earn income within the platform without doing all the referrals?
Yes.
Is it just by
So
doing all the AI stuff?
yes. So one of the things that I'm good at is driving traffic, right? Driving targeted traffic to a website. So one of the things that we have built into this platform is a rotator system, right? So as we grow and as we scale, everyone can, or whoever is in that rotator can promote just one link, right? And we can advertise that one link. We can use billboards or whatever, right? Form of advertising that's driving traffic to that landing page, and then we're sharing the results that are coming in, right? So we plan to scale up the passive component of this, but we just don't want to attract those people, right? We don't want to start off saying you can make money here doing absolutely nothing, because that attracts the wrong people, and those are not the people that I'm looking for.
Mhm.
But my goal, right, is to build a complete automated, done for you push button. You come in, you start off at whatever level, right? You activate your marketing system. You tell your AI, or if you don't want to manage the AI, right, you hire a virtual assistant, right? And we will have those virtual assistants ready to assist you. You just have to say, hey, I need a virtual assistant to manage my AI is for me, and then we will assign that person to you, and they will set up everything and get everything going for you. So there's plenty of ways that we will be able to scale this as we grow, and people can participate as actively or as passively as they want, right? We just ask you to keep sharing, keep sharing the platform with a few people, and you will see what happened, right? You'll see that income just kind of grow on its own.
Okay. And then I've got just one more question. I'm so sorry, but I
No,
think
don't be
I
sorry.
learned
These are
I
good
learned more
questions.
from asking than from listening.
Yes,
So again, going back to the 10 levels or 20 levels in this case, are those where the payments are coming from? So the 60%, 20%, 10%, 10%, they're coming from those levels
correct. So you see
every month.
you see the graphic I have up?
Yeah.
Yes. So those are the 10 levels, right? So you're earning 60% on each of these as your team upgrades. So you bring
Yeah.
someone in at level 5 or level 1, right? You make $3. You bring them in they upgrade to level 2, you make $9. When they upgrade to level 3, you make 27. When they upgrade to level 4, you make 81, right? When they upgrade to level 5, you make 240 something, somewhere around there. Right? So those people, and that's just your direct income, right? That's just off of them upgrading. Right now, as they go out and build a team, now you're earning 20% off of the team income as as your team grows.
Hmm. And then, although you've got that in like dollar value, it's really in crypto, right? In BNB or USDT, is
No,
that
it,
right?
it it is in USD value. So the smart contract, both smart contracts will use the USD value. So it will be $5 in BNB. The smart
Got it.
contract will automatically calculate it based on the price. So that's another challenge that a lot of other smart contracts had, right? If they fix the price in the token, right? And the token goes up, let's say the token goes up like Bitcoin, right? Let's say one day
Hmm.
BNB is worth $65,000. Now it's too expensive for people to join, right? So we won't have that problem. Our smart contracts are calculating the USD value, right? And then it's automatically calculating the crypto value based on when you're signing up, right? So obviously people who signed up when Bitcoin was, let's say we were using Bitcoin here, right? And people signed up when Bitcoin was $1,000, right? And then someone signed up when Bitcoin is $65,000, right? Obviously they're using more Bitcoin than the person who signed up when, Bitcoin was thing, but it will always be in USD value.
Okay, great. Wonderful. Thank you so much. I'm delighted. Thank you so much for
You're
answering my
welcome.
questions.
I'm sure we'll have some conversations soon.
Thanks.
Welcome.
Bye.
Welcome to the team. Bye. Any other questions?
Yeah, Shay, I'm just gonna point out just to kind of expand on that a little bit before we wrap it up. A lot of times, guys, the people have knowledge in their head. Let's call it that. Let's say you're a boomer and you're plus 50. Okay, you have a lot of knowledge and experience that's locked up in your head. So you can take that idea and let's say give it to Shay or any one of the IT people within our ecosystem and says, what if I wanted to go to the Caribbean? And I tend to have a lot of lag over time, etc. Is there an AI that I can talk to and say, I want to go to Jamaica, I want to go to Barbados, I want to go to St. Lucia. I want you to plan me a really good trip with a very good itinerary. I don't want to waste too much time, but I'd like to see as much as possible, and I only have 2 weeks to do it. The AI will come back and give you a really good blueprint and literally take all the data and present it to you, right? That's a huge savings. If you're trying to do it on your own, you may take a month. So it saves you money, and then it is more efficient in that way. And if you're a travel agent or you're a real estate agent, or perhaps you want to do real estate and you're investing in properties in countries that you would never visit. And you say, well, how is that possible? Well, very simple. If someone has a real estate project going on in anywhere in the world, and you looked at it and you thought this is not a bad idea, and then you wanted to invest in that project, right? The person is asking you for 100,000. You say, okay, I'll lend you 100,000. Just give me 100,000 worth of Bitcoin as security in a smart contract, and I lend anybody, right? Because I have a secure the security is in the Bitcoin itself as an example, because I can hang on to it, and if he's paying me back in 4 years, obviously the difference in price between today and 4 years from now is going to be greater than the cash loan. So even if he doesn't pay me back, doesn't matter. It means I have his Bitcoin at a higher price. So those are the types of things that we are building the infrastructure for. The ideas are there, but nobody's doing it yet. So we're literally building the road, the highway on which all of these types of transaction, I'm sure you can think of a million more that can be done in real time. And that's what we have. So beyond the infrastructure of the money, it's the ideas that are now coming from the fiat world that we have to the brave new next generation level of technology, which would be automated. We're just using AI to do it in a more efficient manner. So that alone is worth literally billions of dollars.
Yes, excellent. And think of your AI as your personal assistant, right? As you Inc., right? You're starting your own business and you have your board of directors, and you get to choose from at least, you can have 50 different people, 50 different personalities, access to 50 different unique male and female, right? Personalities that you can start your board of directors with. And you can sit there and interact with them and come up with great ideas on what exactly it is you want to build and what you want to do in this world, right? I am just blown away by, this technology, right? Because I have so many personal assistants. I'm training an AI to teach me how about blockchain, right? How to, because that's one of the things I want to learn, right? I don't want to become a programmer or a developer, but I need to be able to understand what the developers are doing, right? I need to be able to communicate my ideas to the developer so that they can make things happen, right? This is where the AI technology helps you, right? It helps you become a master of any subject that you want, right? I want to get into real estate, right? The AI, I have a dedicated AI agent, right? That's dedicated just to my real estate portfolio and my real estate business, right? He's going to tell me all the legal stuff, how to set up things properly, right? Everything I need, right? Now, okay, now like Wayne said, vacation time. I want to go to Jamaica, right? I want to go see Negril, right? Or wherever, right? help me get the best flights. What's the best time to fly? Where's Hurricane Milton? Oh, okay. Right. All the things that you need, right? The AI is going to basically help you get clear, right, on exactly what it is that you want to do with your life, right? It's going to help you do research, right? It's going to help you come up with a game plan. It's going to give you the steps on how to execute that game plan, right? And again, like Nov said, right? Not everybody wants to do that, right? Some people are ready to retire. They don't, they just, and that's okay, right? But for the people who really want to scale and learn how to tap into this stuff, right? Imagine if you knew what you knew now about Bitcoin, right? Let's say you could go back 15 years, right? Everyone that I've talked to, you ask them if they could go back 15 years, what they'll tell you. I'd buy as much Bitcoin as I could, right? It's the number one producing asset in the world, right? There's nothing that has outperformed Bitcoin, right? And yes, it has its critics and it has its flaws, and that, but as an asset, right, it has outperformed every single company, right? And that should tell you something. This technology is here to stay, right? We may hear talks about regulations, and every country will try to come in and get a piece of it, right? Because that's all they can do right now, right? Is to try and steal it from us. But this technology levels the playing field. AI makes all of us. Why are you going to school when you have AI anymore? I don't mean to knock school, because I won't tell my kids to drop out of school, right? But they're spending a ton of money, right, on their education, and they have access to it in real time, right? They have a personal coach that they can sit down with. Why are we sending our kids to school anymore? I'm not telling you not to send your kids to school, but once you understand this technology and understand that you can sit and you can learn, and I've always been self-taught. Everything that I've learned, I've taught myself, right? And it's because of technology like this. So that's what I want you guys to understand is you are building your own company, right? Your own internet business powered by a smart contract, secured by a smart contract, right? You can look somebody in the eye and be like, I know that this is not a scam, right? The money is coming to me. Me and you are doing business, right? The smart contract is just executing transactions to make sure that everybody gets paid exactly what they're supposed to be paid when they're supposed to be paid, right? But how many people can say in the crypto space that what they're involved with is not a scam? Not a lot of people, right? Because 90% of the people who get introduced to cryptocurrency lose a ton of money. We've all been there, right? So I've been searching for something like this for I don't know how long, right? Since 2014, right? 2018 is when I really got into to smart contracts, right? And this smart contract is just amazing. We have an amazing developer, and he's just going to help us build this. And you guys are going to get a lot of value for those different levels that you're activating, right? There's going to be a complete ecosystem, a dedicated AI for each of those levels that's going to be guiding you, right? Whether you want to listen to it or interact with it, or that's entirely up to you, right? That part is entirely optional, but you have access to that now as we roll this out. Let's see.
Yes, I believe Jacqueline has a question. She has her hands up. Jacqueline?
Yes, go ahead,
Yeah,
Jacqueline. Yep.
okay, so you've got your 10 levels. What if you cannot find people that can't afford to go past, say, for example, level 4? That's the maximum that they could possibly afford. How would it work for people that can only go to that level? What would happen there?
Well, they're making the money by sharing the platform with other people, right? So the key is not going up to level 4 per se. The key is having people who are working for you, right? You're building a team, right? Any business that, I think I heard a stat that said that there's something like 25 million small businesses in the United States. And they're not, 90% of them are one owner business, right? They have no employees. That is not a business. You are not scalable. That's just a glorified job. You're just working for yourself, maybe, right? But that is not a business, right? A business is something that you can scale. A business is something that you can hire employees, right? A business is something that you can hire talent, right? You can have a marketing team and you can have a sales team and you can have a lead generation team and you have a legal team, right? That's a business, right? So that's what we're teaching you here, right? It's not, you don't have to go to level 4 if you can't afford it, or you don't have a network of people, right, who can't afford that level. The idea is to start off maybe at the goal level, right, which is $65, and build a team of 10 people, right? Now 10 people times 39, right? That's $390. Of course you have money to go to the 4th level now. Right
Okay.
now, right now you have 400, you have $400. Now you can upgrade to level 4, right? Same thing. Once you're on level 4, you're making $81 on that level. Let's say 5 of those people, right, on your team, they duplicate the same thing that you've done, right? Now they have $400. Now they can jump to level 4, right? You get 2 people who upgrade to level 4, and you paid the cost for that level, right? Plus you have 20% profit. So now you can look at, okay, what is it going to take for me to get to level 5? And one of the things that I will say about that is each of these levels is going to require a different version of you, right? Really think about that. Every time you step up to a new level, it's gonna require a different version of Jacqueline. You're gonna have to learn how to manage people. You're gonna have to learn how to help your team, right? You're gonna have to be a master at acquiring cryptocurrency, of swapping cryptocurrency, right? And multiple people on this call will tell you how many times they talk to me every day, right? Because I can help them get cryptocurrency. I can help them swap, right? I'm swapping from, maybe they're stuck. I don't know how to swap from, this person has Bitcoin, or this person has some token I've never heard of before, right? How do we get this converted to USDT? Those are the things that you're gonna learn along the way that's gonna improve your skills, right? And as you become an expert in blockchain technology and smart contracts, right, you're going to see more and more opportunities open. You're going to have people coming to you and be like, hey, how do I get my own smart contract? I have this great idea and I want to create a smart contract for, oh, okay, let me talk to Shay. Let me introduce you to Shay, right? And then once that project becomes a reality, you collect a finder's fee for it. That part's not in place yet, but that's how we envision it to work, right? Is that you're going to be bringing us more business as a development team, right? So, don't just focus on the levels itself. There's a lot more that's behind the scenes, right? When people look at this, they're like, oh my God, 5, 15, 45. Oh, and then now they're opening up another one. I got to pay another $5 a day. Well, don't look at it that way, right? Look at it as, what is the value am I getting at the $5 level? Once you understand that, then it'll make sense for you to jump to the 15 and the 45. And then once you get to the 45 level, and you're like, okay, wait a minute, things are a little bit more automated now. I don't have to work as much, right? Because now I have the sales funnel, right? I just have to share a video with people, and then they tell me they're interested. I just send them the VSL, and it has all the steps there. Now my job's a little easier, right? I was struggling when I was at the $5 level because I had to do all the explaining, right? But now I'm at the gold level. I don't have to do as much explaining. I just got to share a link with people, right? And then now they can think. Now, when you get up to the 135 level, maybe now you have the sales funnel working for you, right? So now you can drive traffic. Now you're getting leads that are coming in, right? You're getting email, phone numbers. The system's automatically sending them an email, right? Explaining how the platform works. So as we go through each level, there's more and more automation that's built into that level, right? To allow you to scale up. So don't worry too much about where you're going to find these people for the 135 level, right? Work on two people that you can bring into the goal level with you. You got your money back. You didn't lose anything. You're up 20%. Now you can help those 2 people each get 2 people, right? Once they have their 2 people, they're ready to upgrade. And then now you're like, okay, we're ready to go to 135. And you can call those people up and say, hey, I just upgraded to level 4. You can go ahead and upgrade now, right? Bam, they do their upgrades and you get that money right back, right? So
Okay.
it's just
I've
scaling
actually,
your way up to the higher
I mean,
level.
I've been into crypto from since it started as well. So
Yes.
going
Yes.
back to, if I could go back to the beginning, yes, I would have bought Bitcoin at 0.000000001.
Yep.
However, the level that I've got, all right, I know how to swap, I know how to sell, and I know how to buy. So what level would you think that I would need to come into? Because I don't know about smart contracts.
So let me ask you a question. Who is
Hmm.
your upline?
That would be Wilfred.
Okay, so check with Wilfred and see what level he is at. That's the level that you should
Okay.
be at.
Right.
That's the best advice that I can give you.
Yeah. We'll chat about that after
Yeah.
Wilfred, yeah.
Yeah. So that's the
Okay.
level, because Wilford is gonna go talk to his upline and be like,
Mhm.
hey, I have Jacqueline who's ready to come to level 3, level 4, level 5, right?
Mhm.
Now it's time for me to jump up to that level, right? That's how we build, right? We build based on the team members that we're bringing in, the team that we're building. That's how quickly we're going to move up through these levels. What I'm saying is it only needs 2 for you to get through the levels, right? You only need 2 people duplicating for you to get through the levels. Once you have the
Okay.
levels activated, you don't have to worry anymore, right? Because you don't have to pay for them anymore. And
Yeah.
anyone coming in that's upgrading, you will get that payment.
Got you. Okay, cool.
Good question. Any other questions before we wrap things up? We had about 29 people on right now. Pretty good turnout. We'll start to get more and more people coming to 30 right now. But does anyone have any other questions? Anything you'd like me to cover? How to swap? I think someone did ask, Sheila, you asked a question about how to acquire cryptocurrency. Let me see if I can see that. Hang on. Can you all do a Zoom showing people how to buy our tokens, not swapping? Okay, so it depends on where you are, Sheila. If you're here in the United States, the easiest way is to buy Bitcoin with Cash App. That's what we do. If you have a crypto account, crypto.com or a Coinbase account, you can buy Bitcoin. MetaMask, if depending on your state, you can buy, if you have Trust Wallet, you can buy BNB, right? You need a base currency or a base crypto. It doesn't matter what it is. It could be USDT Tron, it could be Bitcoin, it could be Ethereum, right? You just need to be able to purchase something. And then once you have that, you can swap it for USDT on the OpBNB blockchain, right? You have to swap to get that cryptocurrency, right? I don't know of any exchange right now except for Binance, and Binance is not available here in the United States, right? So swapping is what DeFi and decentralization is all about, right? It's swapping one cryptocurrency for the other, right? It's not purchasing with the US dollar or your fiat currency, right? It's mainly swapping in order to gain access to that cryptocurrency. So here in the United States, I buy Bitcoin and then I swap that Bitcoin for USDT.
Mm. I think the price levels are good though, because a lot of people, as you said at the beginning, have been kind of like felt like they've been scammed or they have been scammed. But I think the price levels that you've got, if I was to speak to somebody about that and say, well, look, you only have to start with $5 or what the exchange is in UK, I think they'll be more willing to kind of like, well, okay, if it's going to cost me a couple of pounds, to get a little bit of technology that I didn't have before, then I think that's a very good starting price, because people can be, and especially with the way the economies are at the moment, a couple of pounds, couple of dollars ain't really that much to, and you won't lose it, but like to acquire knowledge for that level, I think is a very good price, starting
Yes.
price, to be quite
Yes,
honest
and
with you.
obviously we have people all over the world, and for some people, $5 is a lot of money.
Mm,
We take it for granted that, it's only $5 and you can only buy, a sandwich for $5
mm,
here. And that's a really cheap sandwich, right? So but we made it affordable so that anyone could come in and kind of scale their way up, right? So this is a clear strategy on how you get to $100,000, right? Using this platform, right? And so it doesn't matter where you start, right? Some people, right, they're going to use their network, right, in order to get through. And like I said, I started off at the gold level, right? So I started off with the first 3 levels, which was $65, and I haven't come out of pocket to upgrade my levels, right? And I work very closely with my team, and I make sure that when I upgrade, right, I have 2 people following me, and that's pretty much. And I teach them to teach that to their teams too, right? So, make sure that your team has 2 people, right? If they're starting off at the $65 level, and they have, 4 or 5 people under them, they have enough money to upgrade to that level, right? So it's more about teamwork, right? And working together with your team, not necessarily trying to, there's no benefit here. That's the other thing I should touch on. There's no benefit here jumping over your sponsor, right? That those funds don't go to anyone upline, they go to the auto pool, right? So it's one of those things where it's designed to help the global community, right? It's designed to help everyone. If you have people who are jumping over their sponsors, right? The idea here is that you're working with your upline, the person who brought you in, and you're trying to get to their level as quickly as possible, right? Because you're going to become real good friends with that person if they can just make a phone call every time they're ready to upgrade and you're ready to go, right? And I have several people like that on my team right now where they're waiting on me, right? They have enough people on their team to upgrade. So when I say, hey, I'm opening up level 6, right? I know I have 2, 3, 4, 5 people ready to upgrade, and I get that money back within 24 hours. Right? And then I can check that level off, right? I don't have to worry about level 6 anymore, right? Now I can focus on how do I get to level 7, right? So it's a very, very cool platform. It's very exciting once you start to see it work and once you understand how it works, and you build a really good relationship with the people who you're bringing in, because they get very excited with sharing the platform, and you end up, that's what I'm doing now, is just basically supporting my team members, right, who are coming in.
Yes, yes, I believe actually that Novelin has a question. Now, before we take Novelin's question, I just like to say this so that everybody kind of gets it. For a couple of pounds, as you say, if you had 10 people, if you do the math, just based on math alone, okay, you have 10 people that you've shared this with in the next 2 weeks, as an example. And over the next 6 months, I believe 1 out of that 10 will get to that $98,415, at least 1 out of 10. That means you started with a couple of pounds, and if you're there already, it means that you would instantly earn $59,000 from just one single individual. Now, look at it as, let's say, an income over 1 year. Do you earn that much in a year? I think not. Okay. So then the simple thing would be, since I don't know who that one is going to be, for a couple of pounds, why don't I share it with everybody? And then let them figure out what they want to do. Okay. So if you share it with everyone and let them decide, I believe everyone will get there. This is so simple. I believe everyone will get there. I just believe that everyone would get there at a different speed. Some people who understand it will try to do it as quickly as possible, 3 months perhaps. Others may take 6 months. Some people may take a year. I can't see anybody taking 2 years, but that's possible too. So if you just onboard everyone and you say, listen, why don't you hire yourself? Initiate this smart contract where you could never be fired. It's only going to cost you a couple of pounds or $5 US to initiate this smart contract. What's the worst that can happen? The worst that can happen, you tell 10 people and you make $3 times 10. That's $30. You've gotten your few pounds back. And then once you begin to understand, even if you went to sleep for another 2 weeks, sooner or later, you're going to wake up and you say, wait a minute, did I? Okay, you'll figure it out. Okay. So to me, the fact that it's a smart contract, you could never be scammed. And this smart contract, once you initiate it, you could never fire yourself. Think about it. That's huge. So for me personally, I want to share it with everybody. Let them figure out what they want to do after the fact. So hopefully that makes sense.
I like the way that you explained that. That sounds much more clear for me.
Yeah.
Appreciate it. Noblin, you have a question?
Yeah, sorry, I just have one more. So you mentioned, Shay, earlier about the platform. You mentioned Web3 and Web2, and you mentioned that with the Web2 you need to create, like a password to get in, etc. So would that be KYC as well, or no?
No KYC, because we're not doing any money transactions here on Matrix BNB, right? Everything is done through the smart contract.
Right. Okay.
Right.
Okay.
So all you're doing here is just creating, like, for instance, right? I can see whoever is on the platform, right? No one's on right now. But I can message that person, right? Let's say Donka, right? I can send Donka a message, right? And I can communicate here, right? So it's basically a communication platform for you to communicate with your members, right? And interact with them and let them know when you're ready to upgrade or what level you're at or things like that. So the Web2 component is, just think of it as just a social network, just a way for you to build your community, not necessarily all the transactions themselves are handled on the blockchain. So there's
Okay. So
no KYC.
lovely. So there's no age limit either.
No age limit.
Okay. Perfect.
Just
Lovely.
be
Okay.
careful.
Pardon?
I said just be careful with who you bring in.
Yeah.
And
No, I'm just thinking about people who might want to create like an account for their children or whatever. So I was just thinking along those lines.
Yep.
Hello?
Yes.
Okay. Thank you.
All right. It is 5 p.m. right now, so we'll go ahead and does anyone else have any other questions before we close things down? We will be back on Monday at same time, 3 p.m. Central, 4 p.m. Eastern. Any other questions before we go?
I think that's about it. I think it's a great call, and a lot of people learned a lot. This is going to be on YouTube, guys, and you can, if you're sharing it with someone, they can fast forward to the timestamp where the questions are being asked, because a lot of people have questions, obviously, and I think the clearer it is, the easier it is for people to understand exactly what we're doing. So back to you, Sarah, and we can wrap it up.
All right, thank you. Let me start the